Today's video will cover the best new Hollywood movies released in theaters in the last 4 weeks. Death of a Unicorn. It is a 2025 comedy horror film marking the directorial debut of Alex Sharfman. It stars Paul Rudd as Elliot Kintner and Jenna Ortega as his daughter Ridley. The story kicks off with a bizarre and tragic accident, during which Elliot and Ridley hit a unicorn foal while en route to a remote estate owned by Elliot's boss, Odell Leopold. As they arrive at the estate, both Elliot and Ridley begin to notice strange visions and experience rapid health improvements. Odell, driven by greed, becomes determined to exploit the unicorn's magic for profit, launching a violent retaliation that forces them into a chaotic fight for survival. The film presents satirical commentary on corporate greed and the pharmaceutical industry's moral compromises. In conclusion, Death of a Unicorn is a creatively imagined horror comedy that stands out for its concept and performances but struggles with tonal balance and thematic execution. Despite its flaws, it offers a quirky, morally tinged ride through a world where fantasy collides with corporate ambition. A Working Man. It is a 2025 action thriller directed by David Ayer and starring Jason Statham as Levon Cade, a former Royal Marine turned construction foreman trying to leave his violent past behind. Set in Chicago, the story begins with Levon working for Joe Garcia, a small construction company owner, and forming a close bond with Joe's family. However, when Joe's teenage daughter is kidnapped by traffickers, Levon is drawn back into a world of violence he had sworn to leave behind. The film touches on serious issues such as human trafficking and moral ambiguity in revenge narratives. However, these thought-provoking angles often take a backseat to the film's breakneck pace and relentless action, which can feel formulaic and predictable. While it succeeds in delivering engaging fight scenes and a familiar yet satisfying revenge plot, it ultimately falls short in thematic depth. But the film will please fans of the genre and Statham's loyal audience. A Minecraft Movie. Directed by Jared Hess, it is a 2025 live-action/animated adaptation of the wildly popular sandbox video game. Released on April 4th, the film follows a group of unlikely heroes who find themselves pulled into the game's pixelated world, known as the Overworld. At the center of the story is Steve, a legendary crafter imprisoned in the Nether by the piglin queen Malgasa, whose evil plans set the adventure in motion. Humor plays a significant role, largely driven by Jack Black's energetic performance. Also, visually, the film does succeed in replicating Minecraft's iconic blocky style and vibrant color palette. However, the film misses a key opportunity by not embracing the game's hallmark features, like creative building, problem solving, and exploration. Instead, the narrative relies heavily on formulaic action scenes that stray from what makes Minecraft unique. In conclusion, it is a visually faithful yet narratively underwhelming adaptation of the beloved game. While it offers fun, family-friendly adventure moments, it struggles with character development, humor consistency, and a deeper engagement with Minecraft's core themes. Freaky Tales. It is a 2025 bold and stylistic anthology film, directed by Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck. Set in 1987 Oakland, California, it weaves together 4 interconnected stories, each highlighting different facets of the city's vibrant cultural fabric: music, sports, social movements, and identity. Themes of resistance, community, and resilience against oppression are at the heart of the film, with each segment presenting unique characters fighting their own battles in a shared urban landscape. The film opens with narration from rapper, grounding the audience in the gritty, electric vibe of 1980s Oakland. A surreal green glow runs through the film, adding a supernatural element that links the otherwise distinct stories thematically, symbolizing Oakland's raw energy and spirit. In conclusion, Freaky Tales is both a chaotic celebration of Oakland's past and a genre-bending reflection on its social heartbeat. While some segments stand out more, particularly those rooted in punk defiance, the film as a whole thrives on its diversity in tone, storytelling, and style. Its mix of nostalgia, social commentary, and raw energy paints a colorful portrait of an era often overlooked in mainstream cinema. Mickey 17. Directed by Bong Joon-ho, it is a cerebral sci-fi film that blends dark humor, philosophical themes, and political satire. Set in the year 2054 on a frozen alien world called Niflheim, the story follows Mickey Barnes, a man who becomes a clonable human sent on a perilous colonization mission. With each death, his consciousness is transferred to a new body, raising questions about identity, mortality, and what it truly means to be human. Visually, Mickey 17 is immersive, with a hauntingly beautiful frozen wasteland. The cinematography captures both the isolation and grandeur of Niflheim, while the special effects lend realism to the many clone deaths and the eerie aliens that roam the planet. Though the film lacks the layered subtlety of Bong's Parasite, Mickey 17 makes up for it with a bold aesthetic, timely social commentary, and biting humor. It is a unique and engaging addition to the sci-fi genre, combining thought-provoking themes with dystopian flair.